What's up, everybody? We are back at it again with another Siege video, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of offense rune showcase, except for defense monsters, of course. Let's see who we end up pulling here. We get Apoc and Dirty Squad, so I'm actually going to go in and help out with the 10 rush. Didn't get a chance to look at the towers right at the start because we are just going full send on this. So we see a Sierra, Orion, and Narsha. We're going to say the best way to counter Narsha is to bring in your own Narsha, obviously. But we're going to pull in this Narsha Ayanu Nana comp that I like against anything that's like very, very YOLO defense without a lot of sustain. You have a hard time anything on your team dying because you have the 2 lives of your damage dealers, and then you have the Nana as well. The Nana in this team comp is just full tank. It's like HP with minus wind. And we're just looking to kill the offense units, or the Sierra on their team as quick as possible. You can see here I didn't get the defense break on the Sierra, so we ended up pivoting and killing the Orion first. I think in retrospect, going for the Narsha could have been better just because of the timing with having the defense break from my Narsha onto that and then hitting the skill 2 with the Ainu. I think we could have sniped that pretty easily, but ended up working out. And there we go, 10 down. I was the slowest one on that. All right, next we're going to be hitting this Geldnir, Nikki, and Sager. Showing off, I'm going to take a Leo, Rena, and Helena. Despite ended up taking quite a long time, I might fast forward a little bit through it. The basic idea is that I'm bringing in a defense that has a very low amount of buffs. The Reno will tank the aggro from the Sager, and then there's just not going to be enough damage to really threaten my team here, and we'll eventually be able to burn through with the Helena damage. I think the only thing that can go a little weird here is that Sager getting the AoE provokes can slow down your team a bit, but in reality, I don't think anything on their side is going to hit through the Rena at all. And then we have Rena heal potentially if we aren't continually reset by Sager to top off our DPS units. But again, like nothing here is really doing that much damage, and just eventually we'll be able to burn through the stacks on the Geldner and kill with the Helena. We ran double will on the Leo and will on the Helena to stop the Sager first turn from taunting anything, but again, in retrospect, maybe destroying the Helena here would have sped things up a lot. We had destroy on the Leo just in case, and again, we're just working through this, so ended up being pretty straightforward. Definitely not the most fast and fun offense, but we did the job. Next, we're going to bring in just a Carcano Dovolution rush into this other LD, Sierra, Orion, and Bella. I missed an artifact on the Carcano. We just had another attack artifact with a skill 3 accuracy. The idea here is we have the speed lead with the Dova to contest the Orion, and then Carcano to help clean up against the Sierra or the Bella if any of them are very tanky, but pretty quick and easy. Next, we're going to take a Tiana Chungpung lead into this Theo Sager and Escher. We're taking a little bit of a gamble here in that if it's an Omega Fast Swift Escher, then we could be kind of SOL here. But we're able to outspeed with our speed lead. We land 2 out of the 3 defense breaks. We get all the pushbacks. We don't get a reset early enough on the Theo to stop his Endure from brocking off, but from here, we're just going to put our damage into the Sager. He got resets. There was no threat there. We got a glancing debuff on the Theo. We pray that he doesn't triple proc back into his Endure, and we're able to get this next win. We're going to bring in another Lucian offense, this time into a Triana and the Dark Cat, I forget its name, and a Kinky. We're bringing in a Swift triple attack Carcano Tian Lucian. The idea is that we're looking to just kill the cat and the Triana with the Lucian, and then have the Carcano to clean up. I built this Carcano really quickly. I don't normally have this runed. And so you can see it's just like Omega fast, but I swear it's triple attack on a Swift will build so that we can just take out this Kinky. We get Despair stunned on the AoE, which is unfortunate. We res the Lucian just to give the Kinky something else to kill. We get Despair stunned through glancing again, but here we get the boost. We finally land at the defense break, and we're able to hit that Kinky, not crit, but kill him in one shot due to that triple attack build. Next, we're going to hit a Nana Volantis Dominic. We're going to bring in Mirne Lucian. I think we were a bit cocky here. We brought in just a pure attack up left side artifact on Lucian. We probably should have brought in something to make sure the Nana died here. But there's no shield set, so we're feeling pretty good here. We throw our cards out, and an interesting interaction that I learned here, we 2-carded the Dominic and didn't actually quite kill the Nana. So that means that because the Dom died first, it actually reses even though it's on the right from the Volantis. We get a proc from the Dom. He's able to heal back up a little bit, able to kill the Nana one more time. We're hoping to get some stuns here and hope they don't proc. The Nana procs, but that's okay. I think that I'm going to finish off this Dom with the Lucian. So we're praying a little bit here on what to do. Was definitely a misjudgment though. I don't know if the skill 1 from the Miri would have been enough. We could have also potentially tried to finish off the Nana, but overall I think just bring plus water on this on your Lucian. If you kill the Nana, it would have been much cleaner. All right, let's shake off that loss. We're going to go into a Nana, Jogan, Savannah with a Tractor Windy Lala. I hit this a couple of times last siege with the wrong comp. I'm actually showing the runes here on the Lulu because I moved runes after this, but it's the exact same Tractor Windy Lulu runes that I run, except for the Lulu runes are on the Lala in this attack. So we have a lot of additional damage on our Tractor. We have a full artifact damage Windy. There's no damage reduction because Jogan is not killing my Windy. We also have a triple revenge Windy build here rather than just like a pure tank or destroy. I'm not super worried about destroying this since there's no sustain here. I do have a destroy offset on the Tractor. Revenge here would have been a little bit better, I think. And again, the idea is use the Windy, keep the Savannah slowed. And then besides that, we're just trying to put as much damage into the Jogan as we can. I think there's like some small chance of the Savannah being able to kill your Tractor, especially if the Jogan manages to scroll the Lala. You can run a tankier Tractor or a heavier minus wind damage Tractor than I do. I like running the full damage here because Tractor is still very, very innately tanky against the Savannah since it can't be defense broken. You get to rotate your turns because the attack bar increase whenever it gets hit. And I just really find him to be the main damage dealer in this comp. So I prioritize being able to finish this out. And even if the Lala gets trapped, you still have the AoE shield from the Windy to help keep your Tractor healthy. So here we killed the Jogan twice. We dismounted the Savannah. We'll go ahead and finish off that Savannah here. And then it'll be a pretty easy cleanup 3v1 into this Nana. We are going to go into this Nana, Lima, Savannah with a Leo, Diana, and Lulu. Similar Lulu build to what I've had before, and it's my double destroy double will Leo, and then just a very typical Diana build, just full additionals, no plus or minus element. We're just going to try and kill the Lima twice here. Our team is extremely tanky against the Savannah and the Nana, and we're just hoping that we can get some stuns or just strip whenever the Lima gets her invincibility up. And there's just not, again, a ton of kill pressure from this team because we're so tanky. You could build this Lulu much, much tankier because we have the Leo build. But you can see here that even without that, we're not taking a lot of damage. And our Diana here is just churning through this Lima, which is very nice, makes this nice and quick. I'm going to go ahead and go for the kill here. We get the stun so that our Lima doesn't get any skills off. And then last turn here, we're going to be able to just send it into, I guess we work on dismounting the Savannah because we're confident that our human form or the pony form skill 1 here is going to finish off that Lima. And from here, it's pretty easy cleanup. We got a little lucky with getting a stun on the Lima so that it didn't actually ever end up using its skill 3, but Again, even if it got that up, we have some accuracy on our Diana, and we are basically full health this entire fight with that Leo protecting our Lulu and high minus wind on Lulu. And for our last attack here, the Siege, we are going to bring in our trusty Tractor Windy Lulu. It's the exact same runes as the Tractor Windy Lala as we ran into the Jogan variant of this defense. I like to run Lulu into the Ken variant and Lala into the Jogan variant. With Ken, there is some kill pressure on a Lala. So if you got like an AoE defense break to retarget the Ken off of the Windy and onto the Lala, it can just smack through a Lala. So here we're less worried about the Savannah killing our Lulu because we don't have the attack buff on that Savannah, and we're more worried about a Lala getting killed. So here again, same builds on everything else, and we're just going to kill this Ken twice. So we're going to keep the slow buff up on the Savannah to nerf its damage, and we have a Despair Nana trying to make this last a lot longer on us, but we should be pretty safe throughout here to just knock down these units and not be any super real damage. Also in this comp, when you don't have, or when we have the double water unit instead of the fire healer, the Savannah damage ends up getting kind of split, which makes it really easy to sustain through with the Windy Shield to help reduce some of that damage. One other thing that I would just keep in mind here is understanding the cooldown on Savannah skill 3 and trying to have that Lulu skill 3 up on your team whenever that happens. The kind of worst case scenario is that you get like a Despair stun on your Lulu because you get stripped, or you have a gap in your immunity and you get pushed back by the Savannah. But you can see here, there's no crazy procs, no good lining up of the skills. We cover immunity on our team and we're able to safely kind of bruiser this out. And here is the map at the end of the siege. We ended up taking first, with Apoc taking second and Dirty Squad coming in third. Let me know what you thought of adding the runes in. If it was too confusing editing them in the way that I did. I'll try to have some more videos with just showing them as I go into the hits, but sometimes it's just a little hard if we're rushing to take a tower or I'm trying to get